Well, it's been 6 days since we came up here. Today is June 16th, Friday. And had to come up and make sure everything gets watered good and nothing really disastrous happened while we're gone. Yeah, looks good. I'm going to have to get my riding lawnmower fixed. It's a little hard to do that push thing. Garden's looking good, everything else looking good. And my daughter's coming with another trap. She's the garden expert, so she's doing all that work. So we're going to do a little more watering today. We might even put up a rainwater catch-up system. And see if we can't catch some rainwater. And that's about it. We got up here yesterday, the 16th of June. Garden was pretty dry, let me tell you. And we had to go up and get a bunch of water to water this stuff. Looks like everything survived. It's been 6 days since we were up here. That's the Minnesota midgets right there. And they're coming along, but they sure, good thing we came up because they were going to need a lot of water. That's Minnesota midget cantaloupe. That's what those are. This one here is a watermelon, and I can't remember which kind it is. I keep an eye out for that bear that came through this morning. There's some cucumbers. They're looking really, really good. I don't see any blossoms on them yet. Oh yeah, there's some forming down there. What's really good is this year. Tomatoes are just taking off. But they're looking pretty good. And those do have blossoms on them, so we'll be, we come up next week, we'll probably see some little tomatoes forming. That's either a red or green pepper, and they're looking good. They do have blossoms on them. That one there is the other red or green pepper. Yeah, there's all kinds of blossoms in this one. There's even a couple of little, looks like they're ready to form peppers, and not quite yet there. Rhubarb's really looking good, and we might have to split them up a little bit this fall, see what happens next spring. But I thought this would be a little redder, but this might be that green type rhubarb that really doesn't get red, and I prefer the red. They taste the same, but I just like the looks of the red. Here now is the Honeycrisp, and that's really looking good. My daughter puts neem oil on them, and it helps with the bugs. You can see a few leaves are being bitten up. But it's looking really, really healthy. Now this here, asparagus, is asparagus, I think it's like 2, maybe 3 years old. Okay, that first Honeycrisp I showed you, that one had had broken apart last year, and we had to tie it up and where the graft was put in, and it looks like it survived. It's going to be okay. But Gurney stood by their guarantee and sent us this one just in case that one doesn't make it. So it's a combination of asparagus, which is really hard to see because it's small, but they'll be getting, they're all looking good. The bigger stuff you see, I think I mentioned them in my last video, was the volunteer potatoes. This used to be a potato patch we had here. And now I'm looking at there, and that big stuff's all potatoes. So we're going to let them go and see what kind of potatoes we get out of there. Here was a combination of strawberry and celery. And they're so small right now I can't really tell the difference between them. And this is our last apple tree here. This is Sweet 16. And it's looking really good also. Alright, that's what the garden looks like. And I think our visitor this morning, Mr. Bear, he looked like about maybe, well, he was over a year. He was probably a 2-year bear. And he took off, but we'll just have to watch him, see if he comes back. He hasn't caused any damage this year. A couple years ago, a bear came through and ripped a whole bunch of stuff apart. But that's what's fun of living up in the North Woods, or RVing up in the North Woods. Have a good time.
Snake. Are you catching them?
Yeah.
Don't eat our peppers.
That's another one of our bug catchers right there, a little garter snake. That was not too afraid of us. They like to get under this black tarp we have on the ground. And so when you walk around, you chase them out a little bit.